Here we are, guys, the Commandery.
I need to check out the Commandery Chapel to see if there are any clues to where Excalibur might be.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Look here, Kinga, right there. Mary with Jesus, exactly what we saw in Palermo. And look here, the horseman on the left. Remember in Palermo on the wall? And on the right, the angel on the other side of Mary. The horseman, the angel, Mary, and Jesus. Everything synchronizing.
You can't ignore the similarities linking this location with Tancred's palace. I'm getting a really good feeling about this place. The kind of place the Templars would have taken the sword to keep it safe and secure. We know this place has a vault-like catacomb.
You know, this is underneath the Commandery, and it would have been the ideal and perfect place to store something as valuable as Excalibur. Classic Templar arch here with a triangular keystone. And here we have a passage which could have been used to move artifacts, relics, or monies. Indeed, if the place was under attack. All the hallmarks of a vault are here. Excalibur may well have been right here in this room. If it was here, certainly it isn't here today. But I need to find a little more out about the history of this place.
Ashley!
What I need to do now is find out if there have ever been any swords recovered here.
I've come here looking for one thing in particular, a sword. Is there any history or record of a sword having been kept here?
We have found a sword 100 years ago.
How old was this sword?
It was not a sword of Templar soldier. It was before, I think, 6th century, yeah.
6th century? That's the exact time period of King Arthur.
Can I see that sword? Can you take me to see it?
You can see in the British Museum in London.
I can see a 6th century sword that was discovered here in the British Museum in London.
Yeah.
Dennis, that's fantastic.
I wonder if the British know what they might have in their possession. Why would they be interested in a sword found here in France? Could it be that they believe it's the legendary Excalibur? So we're heading to London to examine the sword, looking for any clues that might suggest it's King Arthur's mighty blade.
Here we are, guys, back in England. We've come full circle.
The sword from the Commandery was acquired by the British Museum over 100 years ago. I've arranged for special access to view the sword where it's being stored. A restricted area in the museum's basement. As we walk through rows of stored artifacts, it's incredible to think that Excalibur may be hidden away in one of these locked cabinets. But I want to view it up close to see if anything about the sword can confirm its identity. Under the strict supervision of the museum archivist, we're allowed to examine the 6th century sword up close. When Legend Quest returns,
That there could be the clue to establish that this is Excalibur.
then we head to the tropics in search of a stone that will grant your every wish.
Oh, look at this.
The sword from the Commandery was acquired by the British Museum over 100 years ago. Why would they be interested in a sword found in France? Could it be that they believe it's the legendary Excalibur?
Look at that.
Well, well, well. You know, people think about a mystical sword with gold and silver and blazing the jewels. That's why it's been missed, possibly, because it isn't. This here is a real-life, tangible artifact that could well be Excalibur. Was this sword recovered in the Marne Valley in France?
Yeah, the Marne Valley, that's right, yeah.
This could be Excalibur. It's a huge claim to make, but absolutely based in reality. This is a 6th century sword. It came from the Marne-la-Vallée in France. We tracked the sword all the way to there, and this sword was recovered there. And look at this here. Look at this break. It's been repaired at some time in the past. Do you remember the legend of the sword when Arthur fought Lancelot? The sword got broken and it was repaired. Could be the clue we're looking for to establish that this artifact is Excalibur.
This could be it.
We could be looking at King Arthur's legendary sword, Excalibur, right here, hidden away in a drawer for the last 100 years.
The clues have all added up for us.
It's been some journey.
The sword in the museum could be any old sword. However, it's entirely possible we were looking at the legendary Excalibur, locked up there in the basement. Whether or not the British authorities know what they might have is open for debate. Regardless, many will still believe Excalibur lies waiting for the once and future king to reappear and claim the throne of England. Only then will we know for sure. It's a stone that grants wishes, provides untold riches, and gives eternal life. It's a mysterious, legendary relic of vast importance to Far Eastern civilization, the Sintamani stone. Legend says it fell from the sky, a meteor that crashed in Tibet 1,600 years ago. Tibetan Buddhists revered the stone and believed it to have wish-granting powers, but recognized the dangerous temptations of such an artifact. So they hid it away in a mystical, secret city called Shambhala. Serious expeditions to the Himalayas searching for Shambhala have been launched in the past century. Hitler and the Nazis, Roosevelt and a team of Americans, and even a famous Russian explorer named Nicholas Roerich, all looking to possess this priceless object. But none were able to find the city of Shambhala or the stone. But perhaps they were all looking in the wrong place. I recently learned that just before Roerich died, he planned to search for the stone in the Philippines. After reviewing some ancient texts, I think the Russian explorer might have been onto something. First, Shambhala is described as a tropical paradise, and the freezing cold Himalayas don't fit that description. Second, one version of the legend says it can be found on an island across a southern sea, due east of India. Due east of India points to the Philippines, a tropical island across the South China Sea, where the Tibetan monks could have taken the stone to get it as far away from their homeland as possible. That's why I've decided to begin my search there. Here in the East, it's believed that the stone is protected by a series of physical challenges. You know, journeys through water, over mountains, through caves have to be faced before Shambhala can be accessed. So we're heading to the Barusian Falls, which is the most sacred site in the Philippines. Now, Barusian translates to mouth of God, and the water here is said to flow from the mouth of God. Legend tells us that Shambhala is protected by a watery cave. Let's think about where we're going. It's a sacred site. It's got water. It's got almost everything we're looking for. We're going up there looking for a cave. The entrance to Shambhala, possibly even the stone itself. All right, guys, we're here. Before we go, I want to show you this. You know, I've been researching Shambhala and Buddhism for the last couple of years. And this here is a symbol called a Kalachakra mandala. It's a representation of the lost city of Shambhala, where the stone is said to be kept. Look how it's a ring inside a ring inside a ring, containing a square temple. So mandala, Shambhala, they're one and the same. Could be a key to helping us find the stone. We pick up a local guide to lead us to the falls.
Are you Mike?
Yes,
I'm Kinga. Nice to meet you.
You said something about stone.
The Sintamani stone, that's right.
Yeah, I know an elder who knows something about that stone.
That's great. We need to speak to somebody local, and an elder will be perfect.
Let's go.
If this guy can put us on the right track, we're in business.
Guys, I'd like you to meet Felipe.
Thank you for meeting us, Epong.
The Sintamani stone you're looking for is big.
Sintamani stone is this big, like an egg?
There's no perfect place where she is.
No place where it is. The Elder's been pretty vague, but when he learns that we're hiking to the sacred Barusian Falls, he throws in a warning.
You can be careful to climb this mountain because there are many spirits around there.
And you can help us overcome these spirits.
I bless you, all of you, before you climb this mountain. Isa lang siya.
The fact that he knows about the stone here in the Philippines is a good sign that we're in the right place.
Bless with you. Please be careful. Good luck.
So take us 3 hours going to the summit. It would be a bit muddy and steep at some point.
The legend, Rorich, the shaman, the sacred falls. Everything is lining up to suggest we're on the right track. Now we need to find the stone.
Shambhala, protected by water and a series of challenges. Look how far we've hiked and look at this fall here. We need to rappel down there.
Rappel down.
We know that Shambhala is protected by a watery cave. This waterfall is known locally as the Mouth of God. Could it be that the entrance to Shambhala is hidden behind the waterfall? We've got to get down there and check it out.
Kingal, stay in touch.
Be careful.
If the entrance to a cave, and possibly Shambhala, is here, it'll be hidden behind the waterfall. But getting there is not going to be easy.
What's behind the waterfall? Are there caverns?
There's a cliff system here. It seems to cut in underneath the ledge behind the waterfall. So I'm going to try and swing in underneath. Real difficult getting a momentum. If I can use the branches to take me there. There we go. Oh! Oh!
I'm in the Philippines searching for the mystical Sintamani stone, said to be kept in the mythical city of Shambhala. A place legend has it is protected by a watery cave. I'm scaling down a waterfall known as the Mouth of God to try and find any evidence of a cave, this secret city, or this stone.
There's a cliff system here, so I'm going to try and swing in underneath. Oh! Oh! No sign of any caves. We need to look at this a different way. We have to get you down here, Kinga.
There's no cave entrance that could be a gateway to Shambhala behind the falls. So Kinga and I are going to check out the lagoon below for signs it could be hidden underwater.